Hey ho, yo, how's it going? This is Courtney Rollins with the Life and Transitions Experts YouTube channel and Facebook group. I'm your host, owner and operator of Life and Transitions Experts, owner and operator of the State Pro Service, where I'm helping folks with some of the biggest transitions in their life. Today, we're going to talk about final expense life insurance. What is it, and what are some of the frequently asked questions? So let's jump right into it. So, final expense life insurance is a specific, particular type of life insurance that is used that provides family with funds extremely quickly, about 24 to 48 hours after their loved one or the person who's covered has passed away. Why is this important? Because usually funeral homes are going to require a full payment up front when someone passes if you're using a funeral home. And sometimes traditional life insurance policies can take weeks or even sometimes months for them to deliver it. And so, like in places like Charleston, South Carolina, funerals may also impose an additional charge of like 3 to 4% for processing the regular insurance claims because of the time that it takes. And if a death certificate is pending or is taking a while or autopsy is involved, standard insurance providers may not be as quick to distribute the funds. So having that final expense is so important because of the access. One of the main reasons because of the access. So here's some of the questions that we get sometimes. Like, is final, oops, going ahead of myself, excuse me. Is life insurance or final expense life insurance expensive? Uh, final expense life insurance is a whole life policy. So there are different type of policies, but a whole life policy is one of the policies that can really, if you don't count against inflation, can really lose value. You're never going to pay over the amount. Let's say you have a $15,000 coverage. You're never going to pay more than $15,000 once you pay, even if you live long and you put in people for 15,000, then it stops right there. Um, and it's one of the only insurance, unlike car, auto, property, that's guaranteed to pay out if you pay your premiums. I mean, hopefully you don't have to use your car insurance or those other forms of insurance. But we know they're all going to pass. So that's one way to look at it. And it can be less expensive than accumulating all the thousands of dollars that can go over putting something on a high interest credit card or even just the taxing time of trying to raise the funds without that. It can be and postponing the funeral can be cause significant increase in cost, particularly when it comes to holding the body if there's a body there. What if we don't have final expense policy? What happens? Well, if you don't have a final expense policy, then you'll probably have to pay the entire funeral up front. You may accumulate tons of dollars. You'll have to find a way to pull those funds. Perhaps even if the deceased party had funds that were his or her assets, quite often has to go through the probate process for you to unlock it. So it may be some challenges there. That's why final expense policy is so important. Okay, another thing we hear is I already have life insurance through my employer. Is that enough? Yeah, it could be enough. However, usually employers have a cap on how much they'll give you for coverage. So if you're looking for more coverage to leave, not just for the final expenses, but to take care of maybe income that has been lost because of the loss that's anticipated, you may uh, you may want more insurance. If you if you leave your employer, then you're at the risk of what they're going to do with that insurance on you. So you want to, you're no longer an asset at that point. You're a liability almost to an extent. So yeah, if you have your own insurance, at least you know that you can control it. Another thing we hear right now is I'm young and healthy. Why should I consider this now? Insurance is based on age and health. It's really ideal for you to lock in a rate while you are young and while you're healthy, because the older you are and the more health risks that you are exposed to or may start uh, experiencing, the more you're going to pay, bottom line. So while you're young and healthy is one of the best times to actually to get it to get yeah. Some people ask, what is a family bank policy? Yeah, family bank policy is a unique type of life insurance that it's almost like really like a magical piggy bank. A lot of these whole life insurance policies grow in interest and it grows in cash value. And that becomes an asset that if you do it properly, if you work with the right type of folks, you could create a bank for your family where you're loaning money against yourself, paying it back against yourself. You can set it up really nice to have uh, trust and other instruments or instruments that allow you to control and manage how the life insurance policy is executed. it can be awesome. Yeah, it can be very, very awesome use. Um, yeah, let's see, what's the other one? See, do I have another one? Oh, if you want support, if you have a life insurance policy and you want to see if there's free money or discounts or things that's within that policy, reach out to us. We love doing policy reviews. We'll help you any way we can. Also, yeah, also if you have questions or if you don't have insurance, feel free to reach out and we can chat and talk. I am Courtney. This is Life in Transitions Experts channel. That's LITE. Let your light shine. Cheers.